What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be painting Medusa, but we're going to do it a little bit of a twist on it. You know, Medusa turns dudes into stone. Today Medusa's going to be the stoned one. It's going to be a little bit mad blunted. All of the music is going to be my music, of course. We're going to sneak a new beat in there as well, and let's just get in the video.
I am not beating. I'm playing.
Of course, if you're afraid, I don't frighten.
Alright, so you may have noticed in the beginning, I'm doing some work outside, trying to do some watercolor splotches type of thing. It didn't really work out the way that I really wanted it to work out, but it did create a cool little effect and put a little bit of paint on the canvas that made, when I put more paint on top of it, stick a little bit better. You know, I always complain about having those little white specks. Doing a background like this really helped with that. Sketch phase, you notice that I changed a few things a few times. The whole torso, her whole torso, I got to do it and I looked like, wow, this is way too long. The same thing happened with the hands. I was like, whoa, these are way too small. I was kind of bummed out that I had to redo work, but I felt like it was very important to redo it to make it look better, so I did. Painting the green, her bottom half, the snake part, I really thought it would be a good idea to add some metallic colors to pretty much everything in this painting. Has a touch of those metallic colors. I felt like when I'm filming this, when I was filming it, the green kind of, it looked a little bit weird for whatever reason. When I'm filming, all you're seeing is like the high gloss side. I gotta get better with that, but the end product turned out pretty sweet by the end of it, using all of the metallics mixed with regular color paints. So again, I'm borrowing a lot of those tips and things that I just noticed Kipto doing, but always starting with the darker colors and then layering up from there and using like completely different colors. Like you'll see in the scales, it's like a dark yellow ochre, and then I put another yellow on top of that, mixed with a little bit of metallic gold mixed in there a little bit too, and then another yellow on top of that. I am loving using these techniques, and I think that it came out really fucking sweet. You let me know what you think in the comments. So you might also notice that as I was doing the snakes in her hair, the faces on there, I wanted to match those up with, or I wanted to match Medusa's face to the snake. So you'll notice that the snakes have red eyes. So right after I put the red eyes on the snakes, I was like, I'm gonna put red eyes on Medusa. And the same with like the outline, the lip part of the snake is like that light green color metallic. I decided to do the same thing on her. I wanted them they're a part of her, so I figured we'll do those the same. You might also notice too, throughout the course of this painting, I did the face about a billion different times. The nose was my biggest problem. That's my phone. We're gonna keep it in the video anyway. Fuck it, we keeping it moving. So we're getting closer to where like we're pretty much done with the Medusa part, and we're just doing a little bit of details, a little bit of fine tuning here and there. And I think at that point I really started to fall in love with this painting so much, because I knew that I was gonna go back in with the background. You'll see I jazzed up the background a little bit more, but at this point I'm like, yes, we're pretty much there outside of the nose part, but I sneaked that in right before we go ahead and put the tape on for the part of the, I swear no words, background. That towards the end I put the smoke coming up from her joint, you know, Medusa stone, that whole thing. I did that smoke kind of big and purposely that shape, because if you look at the painting like head on, the way that her tail comes up, it's kind of off centers the painting. So I made that smoke that size and that way to kind of center and bring the painting together so it doesn't look like it's so like off to the left a little bit more than it was. I think I executed that well, and even towards the end when I put my tag up top, I don't think that it takes away from the symmetry so much. So as we get towards the end, again, I did the background a little bit different. I added to it. I think that what I did to it was awesome, but you'll see that once I took the tape off, I got gray spots everywhere around her. I was so pissed and so upset, but luckily it was a pretty easy fix. I just had to redo some parts of the tail, some parts of her hair, and that. But yeah, that was devastating, taking that tape off and seeing all of these gray splotches from when I added more grays and whites and black to it. Luckily none of that black seeped through, or else that would have been a huge problem. But I got my tag up there, a little bit of that went through, but it was pretty easy to wrap it all up and get it back to pristine quality, I guess. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for another video. This is definitely my favorite piece yet. I think that I just need a big canvas to make pieces that I really love. I think this canvas was great to work on. The concept I felt like was pretty sweet. The old Medusa stone thing. I was pretty proud of myself for coming up with that concept and executing it the way that I did. As you can see that I put the painting in my office right next to my computer so I can look at it and enjoy it. It was a lot of fun doing this painting. I'm so happy that you guys came out for another video. Like I said last week, I do have some commissions. I was gonna do my mom's commission this week, but I just couldn't find a solid concept that I wanted to go to, and I didn't want to rush it. She also talked to me. She was like, don't rush it. Hit me when you're ready. And I do have that other commission, the Christmas commission coming up too. that one's gonna be so super special. And I didn't want to do it now because I think I want to put that video out on Christmas. So wink wink to the person I know you're watching. That video is gonna be Christmas morning, so you'll have your painting, and on Christmas you'll be able to watch the video, and I hope that it brings the family joy. Love you guys, peace, love. Thank you so much for coming out for another one of my videos. It's a ride, and it's staying on track. There's a lot of things that are trying to detract me from doing this, but I'm not gonna let it. I'm gonna keep it pushing forward, and I'm gonna keep on bringing you guys videos every week. Peace, love again. Tell somebody you love them, and just be good to each other. Peace, love.